Hey guys, Drifter here. Today I'm going to show you the new Ghost Invasion DLC map, Mutiny. This is definitely the silliest of all the new maps. It is a mostly close quarters map. I would say the left side of this map is close quarters. However, if you climb on the boat like I'm doing with my SC-2010 here, there are some long range engagements, which I lost my first one, but I do very good in this Blitz gameplay. I'm also going to show you the two different KEM strikes in this game in this new map. But the boat is mostly for medium to maybe a little bit of long range gameplay. It doesn't quite get sniper long, but there is a little bit at all of this on the left side, and the Slippery Trout Tavern, if I said that correctly, is a much more close quarters area, and underneath the boat, in the docks, around the back of the buildings, and everything like that. This is, of all the new maps, the most atmospheric, the most silly, the one that was maybe not the most fun for me, but the most amusing in a nostalgic kind of way, the same way that I like the map Fog. While it wasn't the best playing map in the world, it was by no means bad, and it was very fun to look at. We decided to play Blitz because we were just doing a lot of TDM, we were doing a lot of domination. Like, you know what, we should change it up a little bit. We should do a little bit of Blitz. We should show off some of the other game modes and how they play. Generally speaking, the Invasion DLC maps play better in objective modes than they do in DLC, and much better than free-for-all. Maybe that's just my personal bias and how I enjoy these maps, but I very rarely play free-for-all. The spawns are rough in free-for-all. It's just not my thing. TDM's okay. I do it on occasion, but the thing that I really like to do is I really like to play Blitz, and I really like to play Domination, and these were fun matches, playing with T. Martin, Optic Midnight, Allier, Candy, Tina, some of the staff from most of the staff from Infinity Ward, and the production team and all that sort of stuff. So these are all people that know how to play Ghost well. They know, or they don't do what you do at home. You don't have the LMG campers, the thermal, any of that sort of crazy nonsense. And it was really legitimately fun. One of the things I did find out is that at one point you were able to climb up into the crow's nest and snipe at people. However, that was deemed to be unfair, as you could pretty much not knock the person off the crow's nest if they had something like flak jacket on, or I believe it's blast resist in this game, because there was no angle to shoot them from, so they had to remove it. You can actually jump off the bow there and hide behind the big sail in kind of the dark and camp. However, there's no cover whatsoever. There's a lot of concealment, but no cover, so it's very easy to get picked off and shot. And when I play this map, I prefer to get an assault rifle and kind of camp the boat. The pirate ship is what I like to control, and I sometimes like to flank around the sides and knife people and go for the objectives. But when I'm moving around the sides in more close quarters areas, I much prefer to break out submachine guns. I had a lot of good runs with the MTAR on different. Yeah, I screwed up here. I was trying to slide, but Candy just sniped the devil out of me. I'm gonna go again and pay her back. I'm gonna just pay her a little visit, and I'm gonna kill her and score in just a second. But MTAR worked really well. CBJ and Bison not so much. Had a lot of good luck with the Ripper, and the assault rifles worked if you played it a little bit more conservatively than I like to do. It was also not at all a bad map for shotguns. Of the new map that I've played, this one is probably the best for shotgunning, if that's kind of your thing. Things like Ballistic Vest and any sort of close quarter streak support squad mates, Juggernauts, dogs, all that really great. Stuff like helicopters and Loki strikes and all that stuff, not quite as well. It's not that there's a lot of cover over your head, but there is just a whole lot of cluster, so wherever you're shooting from, it may often be difficult to hit people. At this point, we're going to transition to a little bit of TDM gameplay. We're going to take a break from the Blitz, and I'm going to show you what I was doing on the boat with the AK-12. Not as impressive as what I was doing in Blitz. However, the first of the KEM strikes, which you just saw dropped, is coming in, which is a pirate ship. The pirate ship is called in, and it makes a circle around the bay, and it shoots its cannons and just blasts cannons. Think of it kind of like a mortar strike or a volcano strike, except instead of the cannons falling in from the sky, they go across the map. You can see them. It's definitely got that piratey kind of feel to it, that Treasure Island, or I'm thinking about the Goonies. This map kind of reminds me of the Goonies, the end of the Goonies for some reason. But as soon as I'm done killing people, we're going to get to that pirate ship. I think, yep, there it is. Can you see it? Over there on the left-hand side, and I died, but I'm going to spawn really close to it and look over to the left. It just goes across the bay, constantly shooting its cannons left, right. It shoots a couple at a time. I do not know if they are aimed at people or if they're random, but it does get a fair amount of kills. I am assuming that they're aimed at people, but I don't know that about the game. You know, Midnight managed to do really good, and now I have to try and survive. I don't know, whoever I just shot, they were trying to film it. Sorries. The next KEM strike on this map is a little bit weirder, but it is in tune with the ones from this map pack, you get to call in 2 support squad mates, but instead of being normal squad mates, they're actually ghost pirates. Yes, on this map you can call in ghost pirates of all things, which doesn't make a lot of sense in a traditional serious Call of Duty game, but this is a silly map, and we've had, you know, Predator and Michael Myers. We're calling in Ghost. One of them has a hook, and he's kind of a melee enemy. He's just going to come up and stab people like a support squad mate. And the other one has akimbo flintlock pistols. They work much more akin to the Magnums than they do with anything else. We're gonna call it in. Up here we go. I think Mark Rubin got it, so he called him in and let us look at it. We're trying to like defend this area, and we tried to let other people look too, but since they were called in on our team, it started killing the other people. They glow, they're bright white, they sink into the ground a little bit. Sometimes they're difficult to see, but they are very dangerous. They do not quite have Juggernaut health. They do have very high health, so they're not easy to kill. But they do have more health than a normal person. For whatever reason, your bullets hurt the ghost. Yes, there they are. We're looking at the flintlock pistol ghost right there, who's shooting his akimbos, and there's the one with the hook. He's kind of a skeletal ghost. He just runs around and stabs people like a maniac Juggernaut. Again, silly, but fun. I never found it to be super effective. They didn't kill a whole lot of people. Honestly, like the cannon strikes, practicality, the cannon strikes were better, but the ghost pirates were very, very fun to look at. You might see some more ghost pirates and some different gameplay, but that was all I was able to get at the moment. Let's go back to the Blitz gameplay. I've said a lot of things about this map. There's the Fishmonger's Deli. The color scheme looks a little bit different depending on how you have your TV set. It does look different here than how I was playing at the studio, how it was recorded. I feel that it plays best if you set your TV to a slightly darker setting. Yes, it makes it more difficult to see people, but it also makes it more atmospheric, whereas I've turned up some of the colors and for YouTube and some other things so you can see what's going on. I added probably a little bit too much yellow here. It also plays very well on Domination. We did do Search and Destroy on this particular map, and it plays very good for Search and Destroy too. Well, a little bit. Not as good as it does for Blitz or something, but what's fun about it is that one of the bomb sites is on the boat and the other one is in the alley, and because we're all, you know, YouTubers and we're not too interested in one in the alley, it was really, really fun to plant the bomb on the boat and have everybody fight over the bomb on the boat. I don't know if it'll be like that in Demolition. I kind of wish the B flag had been on the trolley in Bayview. It's a good place to put the S&D bomb. Unfortunately, the objective... It's going to be Invasion Objective mode, what they usually do, the Team Deathmatch Hardcore and Objective. Objective doesn't have a whole lot of people playing, so you won't get to see that for a while. At this point, anything I have to say about this map is going to become redundant. What I've decided to do is swap over to my submachine gun and play a little bit more close quarters. I'm going to stop talking, swap over the gameplay, and let it explain itself. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.
Hostile made it through. We're winning this fight. SATCOM uplink enabled. Ghost squad scored. Hostile infiltrated. Defend our position. We've infiltrated the enemy position. Keep pushing forward. SATCOM uplink enabled. Enemy team scored. Ghost squad scored. Friendly SATCOM active. Enemy SATCOM spotted. Team member made it through. Enemy ground jammer spotted. Hostile made it through. We've infiltrated the enemy position. Keep pushing. Friendly chopper inbound. Friendly SATCOM active. Enemy team scored. Ghost squad scored. Friendly SATCOM active. We've infiltrated the enemy position. Keep pushing forward. Mission accomplished. A good day's work.